Politicians always divide opinion, but surely very few of them do that more than my next guest, the MP George Galloway. A fiery, brave, independent voice, or a dangerous, self-seeking agitator? Hello there. Good to see you. Right. So, you were booked to come on the show quite a while ago, but what a night, I guess, coincidentally, for you to be on. Indeed. What's your reaction to what our First Minister in Northern Ireland has said in terms of his support for Pastor McConnell?
Now, people say there are good Muslims in Britain. That may be so, but I don't trust them. Enoch Powell was right. And he lost his career because of it. Enoch Powell was a prophet, and he told us that blood would flow in the streets, and it has happened. Islam is heathen. Islam is satanic. Islam is a doctrine spawned in hell.
Well, I felt like I was on the set of Mississippi Burning. I felt like Gene Hackman in the barber shop. In fact, your staff had to hold me back from coming on and confronting the kind of mindless, ignorant bigotry to which your audience has just been treated. And I really don't think you should underestimate just how grotesque that first item was. A YouTube classic, and not in a good way. This will travel. He
has the support of our First Minister.
Well, that is the point.
He has clarified his comments. He has clarified it in the same way that I have. I wouldn't trust Muslims to give me spiritual advice. I wouldn't trust Muslims who are bombing and shooting. I wouldn't trust those who are following Sharia law to the letter, and neither would he. However, as I said, there are many of the normal daily activities of life that I would no difficulty in trusting a Muslim to go down to the shop for me.
You see,
now the DUP have, just one second, the DUP have been in touch with us tonight to say that under no circumstances has the First Minister said that he does not trust all Muslims. And the DUP want to make that very clear. They just haven't taken the opportunity to come in here and make it clear there was an open seat for them. Where on earth are they?
Well, you see, otherwise it would just be the case of a embarrassingly foolish old man who thinks that Muslims follow Sharia law, a word that he mispronounced at least 11 times.
He's got a lot of support.
Well, otherwise it would just be that. It's the fact that powerful people here in this government worship in his ministry every Sunday, and that the First Minister, no less. And I heard the car crash interview Peter Robinson gave today.
To the Irish News. He gave that interview to the Irish News.
There is no point in now saying that in no circumstances does he not trust Muslims. I heard him say 3 times a magic number.
No, he spelled out circumstances in which he would not trust Muslims. He would, for example, trust a Muslim to go to the shop for him.
Yes, quite.
He would
work
support
around the house,
Muslims to go to do other everyday tasks for him.
Yes, yes, that was very kind of him. But the offence that will have
He didn't say everyday tasks for him. He said everyday tasks. Everyday life.
I mean, you said it was on Channel 4 News tonight. It's on Al Jazeera News. This is travelling like wildfire across the Muslim world, that the First Minister of this place endorsed that man who said, and you were shy.
He defended him. He didn't endorse everything he said. He defended him.
Well, he defended him so resolutely that you cannot now slip sixpence between that pastor and Peter Robinson. That's how it will be seen in the world. So best not go looking for any investment from the Islamic world anytime soon. Best not go looking for any tourists who don't want to visit the set of Mississippi Burning anytime soon. This is madness. This shows this place as a 400-year-old throwback. I mean, this...
So hold on a second.
So
a First Minister isn't allowed anymore. Some people might admire him because he has stood up and he has defended a man under pressure. He's defended a man who you don't know, who I don't know, who he has known for 20 years. I'll tell you what he's also defended, something that you share with him. He's defended free speech.
Well, it's not...
You're a big advocate of free speech.
Not hate speech, I'm not. This pastor said Muslims...
Pastor denies it's hate speech. The police haven't even contacted him.
Well, that speaks volumes too.
It's about you and your Respect party courting the Muslim vote. Is that what's going on here?
Listen, I'm of Irish Catholic background.
I don't even know if you're a Muslim or not. I don't know. Are you? I don't know.
Say, it's none of your business what I am. I'm telling you this. I say almost every week on here, there is one God, there is one Quran, there is one Islam, there is one Ummah, and I hope that you will join us one day, inshallah.
Why did you say God knows who is a Muslim and he knows who is not? I, George Galloway, don't drink alcohol. I never have. I, George Galloway, have fought for Muslims at home and abroad all of my life. Now, why
wouldn't I say that?
But I don't drink. I don't gamble.
You say God knows who is a Muslim and you point out that you don't drink. Are you a Muslim?
It's not any of your business, Adam, and I really don't want to discuss my religion any further. I believe there's only one God, there's only one Islam, there's only one Quran.
Access from the roof of which the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, ascended to the heaven and returned with the revelation.
I don't even know if you're a Muslim or not. I don't know. Are you? I don't know.
See, it's none of your business what I am. I'm telling you this.
There's a guy here who wants to speak to you. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Grey shirt. Go ahead. Where do we get a mic to you? I'm going to mic to you. Wait there.
What I'd like to say to George is this: you're scaremongering. Okay. The man was in his own church, in his own assembly, for 40 years teaching people, raising them up for protection for their own family, to raise up family in a right order, to respect every person. That's why he's respected in his church. The media came in and listened to what he was saying on the platform. Then they manipulated it and brought him out into the world and turned around and told him he was telling people he didn't trust them. Trust.
No, we didn't. Hold on a minute.
Listen.
I'm sorry. You listen. The media didn't tell him anything. The media asked him.
The media manipulated him.
By the way,
the media manipulated everything he said.
By the way,
he was talking in context of a theological sermon.
Can we talk rather than just shouting over each other? One second.
This whole audience.
1 second.
You need to for to hate Christians. Right. And I'm telling you now, the Christians are starting to stand up. We're not having it no more.
Right, okay.
It's as simple as that.
All right. And so do you mistrust all Muslims?
Trust is built through knowing people.
Right, so he doesn't...
No, hold on, listen. So how do you trust Pastor McConnell? Why don't you go to his church for 6 months, then come out and tell me he's a bigot? He's not a bigot. He's a man of God who's turned around and brought Catholics and Protestants to Galloway for 40 years. George is a scaremonger. Everywhere he goes, he wants media attention. He wants to turn around and get his face on TV.
Okay.
He's a scaremonger, and that's all he's here doing.
Okay.
Away back to Britain.
Thank you very much. As far as I can see, there's only one person shouting here, and it's you. You can, of course, reply to that. The mic's gone. The mic's gone.
Well,
go ahead.
There was a rather disturbing number of people who found that contribution worth applauding.
As they're entitled to do. As they're entitled to do. The police haven't even contacted him.
Well, that speaks volumes too. Me or the evidence of your own eyes. Your own eyes. Your own eyes.
Hold on, the mic. Look, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Right, you need to let George finish. You need to let George finish. Thank you. Go ahead, George. Keep going. Go ahead, George.
Who are you going to believe, me or the evidence of your own eyes and your own ears? You saw and heard what he said. He praised Enoch Powell. He said that Powell had been right. He said that Islam was
the spawn of the devil. He said that he didn't trust Muslims. He didn't say he didn't trust Islam. He didn't trust Muslims. He said there were some say there are some good Muslims in this country. Okay. Maybe so, but I don't trust them. This young lady...
George, what do you think needs to happen now? Does there need to be clarity from the First and Deputy First Minister? Do you think it's on that scale?
I think unless Peter Robinson comprehensively withdraws the things he said this morning, then he must be deemed not fit for office. Now, I must tell you, I always thought...
Well, that's for the Northern Irish public to decide, isn't it? Not you.
Well, it is.
Ballot box.
It is, but as far as I know, Peter Robinson wants Northern Ireland to be part of the United Kingdom. As a member of the United Kingdom Parliament, I'm telling you that the
overwhelming view in Britain, if not here in Northern Ireland, is that this man is not fit for office if these are the kind of things...
Away back to Britain!